Why should you be a sister, a church girl, a church boy, and no sinner feel God around you? Nobody's feeling God around you. The neighbors does not notice God. Who are you? Christianity is not a religion. No, Christianity is a life that carry the presence of God. Anyone that step into the realm of Christianity, he has stepped into a dimension of the presence of divinity. God wants to reveal himself. God wants people to see him. God wants to manifest himself. No spirit can operate among humanity without a body. So God is saying, why are you depriving me of coming around your body, using your body, possessing your body, working on you, saturating you? God is looking for people that he will baptize with his infinite presence. You see a pastor, you don't feel God. That is the challenge of our time. You see an apostle, you don't feel God, you don't perceive God. That is the challenge, the consign that we should be concerned about. That a pastor pass, nobody perceive God. A pastor enter a place, the glory did not appear. Pastor move on the road, nobody smell God. A pastor's wife, presence of God is not visible. A pastor's son, a pastor's daughter, presence of God is not visible. A member of a church, presence of God is not visible. And sinners are seeing us like them. It's like we. When you hear we, something is wrong. Nothing changes in you. You are swimming in sin. You are swimming among unbelievers. Heaven is weeping and said, these last days, the people we need are carriers of the presence of God. Why should I carry God and I'm oppressed and tormented? It should be a concern. Why should I carry God and witches and wizards are putting me on the run? It should be a concern. Why should I carry God and I'm intimidated by juju or juju priest? That should be a concern. When Christianity came, believers are the ones that chase witches and wizards. Believers are the ones that deal with native doctors. The people of Israel worked for 40 years. 40 years with the presence of God upon them. The Bible said their legs did not swell up. Their shoes were intact. The glory of God was so much on them that clothes did not tear. Clothes did not run out. That is, glory came on them, secured their clothes. Came on them, secured their shoe. Came on them, secured their legs. That they tread for 40 years. And there was no swelling leg. That was it. There was no one feeble person among them. Why? The presence of God. When your Christianity has not got to a point where the presence of God is so much on you, around you, where you come close to somebody, God is touching the person. How come a drunkard is close to you for 3 years, is still drinking? You have failed God. How come a hookup girl, a prostitute is around you? Somebody who is a smoker, a cock boy, a cock girl is around you as a Christian, and he has not changed to serve God. Angels are mourning. They are weeping. In those years, when you see believers get close to people, before you know they are born again, before you know they are on fire. But today, believer, Christian, pastors close to sinners, they become worse sinners. When your life does not change people, it means your life is in chain. Close your eyes and say, oh Lord, I refuse to be empty. I refuse to be empty of your presence.